Good vach and welcome to BJC Mitzvah Day number 231, part 2. Use in Sefer Hachinuch Mitzvah Day keeps your soul in its way. And we're continuing with the mitzvah entitled the prohibition to curse any Jew, found in the third book of Vayikra, Parshas Kedoshim. Although we lack the capacity to understand the mechanism through which a curse has an effect upon the person being cursed, nor can we understand what power lies in speech to bring the curse upon the one being cursed, nonetheless, we know that in general, people the world over are concerned about curses, whether Jews or members of other nations. And they say that curses expressed by people, even the curse of a commoner, has an effect on the person being cursed and causes loss and suffering to adhere to him. Now that we are equipped with knowledge of this concept, garnered from what people say, we may say that among the underlying purposes of this mitzvah is that Hashem has restrained us from injuring others with our mouths, just as he has restrained us from injuring them in deed, in action. In the same vein, the sages of blessed memory said in Moed Katan, a covenant has been made with the lips. That is to say that there is power in speech uttered from a person's mouth. Let's do a little commentary over here. Thus, even though we lack knowledge of how a curse takes effect, we will accept as axiomatic, based on worldwide consensus, that it indeed does have an effect. Also, from Moed Katan, the Gemara derives this concept from Abraham's statement to his attendants prior to ascending Mount Moriah with Isaac, "Stay here by yourselves with the donkey, while I and the lad will go yonder. We will worship and we will return to you." Although Abraham had expected to sacrifice Isaac as an offering and actually planned to return alone, in the end it turned out that his words, "we will return," came true, and both Abraham and Isaac returned to the attendants. Interesting. Okay, the Chinuch offers a possible explanation of why speech is so powerful. We might suggest, based on our meager knowledge, that since the speech-capable soul that is within man is a heavenly component of man, as is written in Genesis, and he blew into his nostrils nishmas chaim, literally the soul of life, which Onkelos translates as a speaking spirit, meaning that Hashem bestowed the faculty of speech upon man by blowing of his breath, as it were, into man's nostrils. We understand that Hashem instilled within that capability great power to affect even that which is outside of it. It is for this reason that we know and constantly see that in proportion to the prominence of the soul of the particular person and its degree of clinging to high, like the soul of the righteous and the pious, so will their words hasten to have an effect upon all of which they speak. This is an acknowledged and well-known fact among those who are discerning in knowledge and perceptive in learning. Just a couple commentaries. While animals are also endowed with a soul, the human is endowed with a higher soul known as nefesh midaberes, a speech-capable soul. So then he says, with regards to the pasuk, the verse about Hashem blowing of himself into our nostrils, for one who blows into another's nostrils instills of his soul into him. That is, the godly nature of the faculty of speech renders it capable of affecting not only the individual who spoke, but others as well. Okay, there's more on this. Thanks for listening. To sponsor Speech Mitzvah 36% of the gold. Have a good evening.